and I are sitting here, and we are
Hello. Bonjour. Prosecco.
well, it is prosecco.
Right.
I think it is the cupcake prosecco in my grandmother's crystal glasses.
Ooh, yes, very nice.
Cheers! It's been a long week, and we are celebrating lots of new. That was not so bad. We're using ChatGPT to create the new graphic, and whatever it creates.
Apparently, I look like. You'll cut this out, right?
No.
Dan Bartos. Dan, I love you, but
you don't look like Dan Bartos.
I look like somebody.
I look crazy. So we're doing the I use ChatGPT.
You look like a housewife from
to
Desperate Housewife.
We're using ChatGPT to do the
like
graphic.
A young boy.
It's only like 10 seconds of the whole video.
Okay.
I mean, that's not bad.
That's what we look like.
So this week's theme, because somebody asked, was they wanted us to go over the whole process of getting the bank account with Crédit Agricole.
Which is the main bank that they're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Branch everywhere.
They're everywhere.
It's like Bank of America or Wells Fargo here.
Yeah, and they're very helpful to expats, and they've been extremely helpful.
Yes,
for
me.
me.
A translator for you.
Yeah, so Crédit Agricole, after I researched a whole bunch of banks, and I was looking for one that had a lot of branches in smaller towns, and this one seemed to have a lot of branches in smaller towns. It had a very good reputation with expats. And the process that we have done for myself is we took a chunk of money and we put it into Money Corp.
Sorry. Squirrel.
So, for those of you that have been watching, the dog behind me was on duty, and he has seen the flap of a butterfly's wing outside somewhere. Anyway, so we transferred money from our financial portfolio, and we took a chunk out and we put it into Money Corp. And when the price was, I waited a couple of days, because basically when you move money into Money Corp, you can hold it there in US dollars until the what do you call it, is good.
Exchange.
You transfer it.
Mind you, she's had a glass and a half.
You wait until the exchange rate is optimal, and then you tell them, go, transfer it into euro.
So why not use money? Why isn't Money Corp a bank? Why can't you use it like Agricole?
It's not. It's kind of like a holding tank.
Okay. So
it's a holding tank
for banking services.
No.
Okay.
It's like a holding tank for different international currencies. So like if I had, drachma, is that even a thing anymore? No. Oh, it's not. The first time I went to Greece, they still had drachma.
Me too. And lira in Italy.
I Dream of Genie. Does anybody out there remember? Because on I Dream of Genie,
1,500 to the dollar.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So anyway, whatever currency you have, you can put it in there, and then when the exchange rate is optimal into whatever other currency you want, you then say, okay, transfer it into that currency. And
you can then transfer it to a bank.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have money sitting in Money Corp, and I'm just waiting to put it into a bank account over in France. So after I researched a bunch of banks, and I reached out to several banks, but this is the first one that came back to me and was extremely nice and very welcoming. So I'll read you the email that they sent. Dear Mrs. Lee, I hope that you are well. I understand that you wish to open a bank account at the Bordeaux-Verdun branch in October, and that your long-term project is to retire in the Aquitaine region in 2026. Yes, that is my plan. I'm happy to help you make this project a reality and to assist you with the opening of your bank account. This will need to be in person, so that is something we learned along the way. You have to be there in
Sure.
person to do that. So that's why I wanted to plan it for during my trip. Um, Although our colleagues in the branch speak French, you will have access to an English translator from our services to assist you. So that was very nice.
Very important.
Yeah.
And there are branches everywhere. They're a big, solid bank.
Yeah,
'Cause
lots of
there's plenty
ATMs.
banks in America as well, but the smaller they get and the more regional they get, the more difficult it is to use if we don't end up right there in that
Right.
area. We could end up outside that area. So we
Right.
still want to have the availability.
Right. So, 3 things. Only 3 things I need to bring. Well, 4. I need to bring myself. My human self will be there. So I will contact them pretty shortly. I'm getting close to my trip. I leave on October 21, and I should be in Bordeaux that last week of October. So I have to bring proof of identity, a valid passport or identity card, plus, ladies, proof of maiden name,
That's
birth certificate.
so weird.
So
Why do they care if you're married or not? I mean, if you're opening the
Well,
account,
I think it's the birth certificate more than it
Okay.
is your maiden name.
Thank
I
you.
think it's mostly because they want to see a birth certificate.
sure, and that's
So,
reasonable.
yeah.
You have one.
I do have a birth certificate. It is under the name that I never use, though. For all you men out there, it is a hassle to change
Oh
your
my
name.
God.
So, proof of identity plus my birth certificate. I had to write a way to get my birth certificate to the county of Los Angeles. Then 1 proof of address, meaning a utility bill dated less than 3 months ago, can be gas, water, electricity, landline telephone, council tax, or avis de taxes habitation from the last year.
Who has a landline telephone?
Well, some people do.
I know, but you have to have proof of that?
No.
Oh, okay.
That could be one thing.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
like,
So
Nobody I
basically, I have here in Ketchikan, our utility bill includes your electricity and
mine is water, sewer, garbage, and electric.
okay,
Because I'm
and
downtown.
right, and for me, I catch my own water from the sky, and our own system here at the house processes the water and shoots it into the house. And then the sewer is an entirely different thing. So anyway, I have utility bills for electricity. So that is all you need for that. And then 1 proof of fiscal residence dated within the last 12 months. If you are fiscally resident in the UK or Ireland, they require SA 302, a P60, or their latest pension statement showing your NI number. Or your latest avis I'm trying to read French. Avis d'imposition. If you are fiscally a resident in France. If you are in the USA, basically they need your tax returns from the previous year. So I am one of those people that keeps their tax returns.
As am I, forever.
Until the paper starts to fall apart.
Yes.
So yeah, I can just make copies of the, the basic pages that you have for your taxes. So I have all of that stuff ready to go. And then you send copies of all of those documents as scanned attachments or photos. So, most people who have a printer at home, you can make a PDF. So just
and
gonna make a
also,
PDF.
I would take hard copies just because.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. I have a little file folder
doesn't hurt to have a hard copy.
But
yeah,
but I am gonna take all of it just in case. So anyway, that is basically all you need. And then they said when you have your travel dates, we will need to book your appointment in the branch at Bordeaux Verdun, and gave me the phone number and the email for customer service, and that was it. So
I'm wondering if you have it in that branch, but you can use other branches once you move
right.
there.
Oh yeah, I'm just opening my Crédit Agricole account there, and then once I have opened that account, I'm just going to transfer the money from MoneyCorp into that account, and that way, who knows, I might go over there and see some amazing house, and I'm like, this is it, this is perfect. Gotta nail this down, and I will have the money that I could just give them in euro for a down payment, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to let the universe tell me what happens. So, again, if you are new to the channel, and many of you are this week, there's lots of barking in the background. And on occasion, we will take a bark break. So, anyway.
Yes.
That's all we have. That's about it. It wasn't very difficult for starting the bank account with Crédit Agricole. And I'm very excited. I'm getting really excited about the trip. Who knows? Who knows where the wind might take me? I'm going to have a rental car, and I got myself a mini stick shift. I'm excited.
Cute.
I know.
How long has it been since you've driven a stick shift?
I drove a stick shift for some reason. I think when we were in Tennessee,
oh gosh,
I had to drive a stick shift for something.
Maybe on the farm.
But yeah, this is a great story. My dad, he had a Porsche 914, and we're gonna name drop the Europats because Diane learned to drive a stick shift in a Porsche 914.
I did not know that. That's hilarious.
Right? We were on a live chat, and I told them what car I had learned to drive stick shift. She's like, "No way, me too." So, my dad took me out to the end of the road, and I was behind the wheel. Bark break.
5 minutes later.
So my dad took me out on the dirt road. Remember how there's only 35 miles of road in our town.
There was only 26 when we were kids. They've expanded.
Yeah, it goes 13 that way, 15 that way.
Yeah,
and the town sits in the middle, and all the road.
Cannot pave it.
All the road is along the waterfront. So he had a 6-pack of beer on his lap, and he just said, "Start driving." And he goes, "We'll either stop when you're out of gas, or I'm done with this 6-pack of beer." And but here's the fun part. Here's the fun part. He would say stuff like, "Come on, get it going, get it going," and I'd really gun it, and I'd get up to 50, and he would pull the emergency brake so that the car would spin out.
That sounds like fun.
No, but here's the reason why. When you grow up in Alaska, you have got to know how to deal with a spin, because you will hit
ice.
Yeah, you'll hit black ice all the time, and you start to be able to see what black ice looks like. It's got this tiny little reflection in it that just you can tell after you've looked at it for a while. But at any time, your car might hit black ice. And by doing that, by pulling the emergency brake and spinning me out, he was teaching me, he would say, "Turn into the spin, turn into the spin, turn into the spin." And then you just start to learn how to get out of a spin. Because most people start to go the way they're spinning when you really should be going the other way that you're spinning. So anyway, that's about it for this week's edition of Retire Boldly, Alaska to France. Eric is not here because he is driving one of the vans from my other company, Ketchikan Concierge, right up there. There it is. And then this is from the Ketchikan Visitors Bureau. For anybody who's curious, I got this as kind of a Lifetime Achievement Award for excellence in tourism. And then this is one of my favorite pieces of art. It's Extra Tough Boots, which we all wear here in Southeast Alaska. And this is a plant just to prove I can keep something alive. And then that represents, I'm a singer too. So that's all we've got. If anybody has any requests for videos that you want us to do in the future, we are your people.
Yes.
All right.
Cheers.
Au revoir. Is that it?
Yeah.
That's it. Bark break.